Final Fantasy 14, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a playthrough, and then I'm going to go from there. So, starts. There we go. So basically what I want to do on this channel is I want to do guides, dungeon guides, job guides, rating guides, stuff like that. Also tips and stuff for new players. Potentially, people have been playing the game for a little bit. And then, a playthrough from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker. So, as you can see, I have a couple of characters. This is a thaumaturge that I made. But when I first started playing, I wasn't going through the story. I was just skipping through it all. And then this character right here is actually one that I've been going through every piece of the story with. So we're going to create a new character. We are going. Oh, I can't make the these two because I don't have Endwalker yet. I've just got the base game and the subscription. So we're gonna make a Lalafell because they're adorable. Dunes folk. Yes. All right. So let's see, hairstyle. We're gonna change it back to that. I like that hair color and shape. Let's see. Let's get some nice blue eyes going. There we go. And I've never been super big on getting super detailed stuff with my character. Let's see. I like that coloring. Maybe we can make this a darker red, lighter red. No, we're gonna leave that. I like that. So let's see. Yeah, really, I think we're gonna leave all of them. One thing I do want to say is that what's it called? The stats that you can do, or stats that you can get for like base stats for your race don't matter at all. You want to pick something that so 5th on moon will go 6. Let's do Biogods. So, as I was saying, you want to choose the race that you want to be, and don't base it off of the stats that you want. And Thaumaturge, Arcanist, got your Pugilist, Archer. Let's see, we're going to do a Disciple of Magic. We're going to do, let's see, Conjurers are healers, Thaumaturge are DPS, Arcanists go into DPS. Let's go Arcanist. So, this is another thing. So, as you can see, there's stars on this world. So, I'm currently on the Primal data server for North America. So, yeah, so we'll go ahead. We'll do Excalibur because there's an XP boost for that. Now we need to choose a name. Let's see what we can. Actually, what am I doing? We're gonna do. Hold on. The shiny. And then this last one's gonna be Moogle. There we go. Confirm. That should be. That character name cannot be used. Please input another. Interesting. All right. So no problem. No problem. Let's see. What if I do? What if I do this? What if I do that, and then we're just going to turn this into hold on. Just a moment. The shiny Moogle. And this one it will be... Let's put M. Oh, they're between two. Okay, so we'll put... alright. No problem. We'll do... Actually, I have an idea. Hold on. I know this is taking a while. What I'll probably do is I'll probably speed some of this up, this character creation up, so that you guys don't have to go through it all, unless you really want to. That's up to you. So let's do Mr. the Shiny Moogle. Aha, that'll work. Alright. So, getting into the world. So my plan for this, okay, so this tends to happen a lot actually, but really it's not that big of a deal. It'll go away in just a few minutes. So what I'm planning to do for the story and the narration and stuff. So because this game puts such a heavy accent kind of thing onto the story, I'm going to focus on that a lot, and then there we go. And then actually give me just one more. I'm gonna adjust the sound settings. Turn that down a little bit. So I'm gonna read out narrations and stuff like that, unless the characters are actually speaking themselves. But this is where we start. This is the opening cutscene where we start. Look at our adorable little selves. It's just super cute. So I am planning, the playthrough is going to be long, and it's just going to be long. I've already known that, so I'm not bothered if you guys watch. Here we go.
Here, feel. Hear, feel, think.
Well, that was eventful. So, oi, you alright, lad? Oh, this reminds me of Skyrim. Hold on, I think. Yeah, you're finally awake. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling up the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to this stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of etherites. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it. Might as well have been blooming seasickness, ships leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Nimsalaminsa's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Any road, Brennan's the name, and peddling's me trade. Well, alright. If y'all prefer me not to narrate it, by all means, I'll read it and, you know, continue on. Or read it to myself and continue on, but, it adds that extra, you know, layer of depth, in my opinion. But either way, I'm not bothered. So, these videos I'm thinking are gonna probably be around 25-30 minutes, just because of their length, but, I'll skip through some stuff, like traveling between places and whatnot, if it's a especially long distance. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you are one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? Simple nod, I love it. I knew it, going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? This is another thing I really like about this game. You're able to choose your own, like, certain times you're able to choose your responses and stuff. We're gonna, to gain power. Power, as in our power to do good, protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that. Aye, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. Once we make port, you best sign yourself up to the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Limsa's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe or even sling a spell, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there are more important things in fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Oh, alright, being attacked, I suppose. That's all fine and dandy. Ship's off the starboard bow, pirate colors. Pirates, bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below. Yeah, I don't know why we're still up here on the dock, on the deck. I almost said dock. On the deck. That's what it is. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship, flying Lominsan colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. Yeah, I can agree with that. You can't rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. Those two bleeding clothes. Glad one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Lominsa? You know what? It is indeed. It is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Lominsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You never guessed she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folks ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Ah, long last. Land ho. Behold, Limsa, nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limland, goddess of navigation. So I'm also planning on streaming this on Twitch, but on Twitch I'll be using my my higher level character,
On a
my
windswept
archer.
isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Oh, I was pretty close to saying that right. I'm surprised myself.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Look at our adorable little self. And apparently I found out Lalafels do not have knees. They have, bones in their legs, obviously, but if you watch the way they walk, you'll see they don't have knees or like kneecaps. And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and that's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way. Thanks for saving me arse earlier. I don't know how we really did that, but alright. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Yeah, I think we can do that. It might take a little while, but I think we got that. I'm curious as to what he gave us.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage.
See how he was walking?
Till sea swallows all.
I guess there's a little bend there. I'm pretty sure Square Enix said, or one of the Final Fantasy XIV forums confirmed that Lalafels don't have knees, though. So, Final Fantasy XIV. Let me tell you, one of the greatest MMOs I've ever played. And I played WoW for a few years, like really a lot for a few years. Had a few max level characters. I did a bunch of crafting and whatnot. So I'm not a stranger to MMOs in any sense of the word, but this game has honestly just blown World of Warcraft out of the water. And it's quite popular as well. I think it's got something like 1.5 million active players, something like that, with a player base of like 34 million. It's insane. Yeah. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be following the main storyline, and because we have an XP boost, we're going to be over leveled for a lot of stuff. So we'll just keep that in mind. So when you're playing without an XP boost, you're not wondering why stuff is so difficult. Hey, you there? An infantryman looking at us. I mean, this is my district. I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up on it. In it. That was a little rude, but alright. That's fine. An adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. I haven't got all day. I don't know if I like this guy. He's pretty rude. Pretty rude. Here we go. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, bustling city state full of scoundrels and brigands, rough cut down in the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard, thank you. Alright, we ready to proceed to speak to Riceflow. Alright, so Obviously, you know, we got our movement and everything. Man, look, we're just skating around. Holy crap. Alright, so, something I would heavily suggest. When you see these green tips, open them up, fully read them through. So I'll leave it up for a few seconds so that if you want to read it, you can have time to pause the video. However, I might not read them all the time. So, also, I'm just going to quickly adjust this. Oh, hold on, that was wrong. There we go. I'll end up changing the shape of this later, but for right now, this is fine. Ruin deals an unexpected damage with potency of 240. Wow, okay. So, Rice Flow, Risk Flow, whatever your name is. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Click on the accept button in the lower left to accept it. So, yep, so 400 experience, which with this, the road to 80 will be doubled, so it'll be 800 experience. And then 103 gil, which is, you know, the currency of the main currency of Final Fantasy XIV, I should say. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, I think we can do that. Wrist flow. Mr. Guard. It's not far, just head straight down the street and speak with Greyfar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. Baderon? However you say it. He's the proprietor of the Wench. You might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along with the navigator guide you on your journey. Well, alright. Quest accepted. You've begun a quest. Use do this to help you complete your task. So like I said, I'm not going to really read through these. I'll leave each one up here so that you can pause it and read it. So I'll go through it. Upon accepting a quest, current objectives will appear under the quest title on the duty list on the right side of the screen right here. Maximum 5 quests can be displayed at once. Clicking on the title will open the quest in your journal, allowing you to reveal the objectives and rewards. So click that, it'll open it up like that, and boom, there you go. So only 5 will be shown at a time, but as you can see, you can have up to 30 quests. So, alright, we're gonna run here. We're gonna sprint. That didn't work. Cannot be used here. Ah, okay. That's a shame. Oh well. Okay, Greyfar. Welcome to Limsa. If you have a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Yes, I would like to go to the Drowning Wench. Thank you. Alright, so let's see. So also on your mini map, you can see, you know, where you have a quest. If you open up your map, you can see it as well. It's the green check mark to where you know where the quest is to turn in. Baderon. Oh, we got a cutscene. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at venturing, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Baderon, and there's most hospital of hostelries in the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. So I've got a desk especially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks whelps like yourself than wet the throats of me regulars. Reminds me of Mr. Crab, you know, speaking and whatnot. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see A people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. Just all foggy like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. I like this guy. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This God's damned calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. Won't even let us picture their damn faces, just like staring at a goal flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd goal. That's what's got people calling these heroes the warriors of light. If Limsa's ever gonna go into put this time or darkness behind it, it's going to need venturers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to a venturer is effort well spent. What say ye, lad? You willing to lend us your strength? Absolutely. Got the good little head nod. And thanks to ye and to the navigator and all, I knew she'd steered you my way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. Tis time we got your mark in me book. Put your scrawl right there. This first episode might be a little bit longer just because, you know, all the introductions and whatnot. Mr. the Shiny Moogle, is it? And a fine name it is. Darn right it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer, sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend signals, were you? Oh, how dare he, sir? Now, hold on just a moment there, officer. You got the wrong bloke. This fine, upstanding young gent is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. You make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. Keep an eye open at all times, me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard on me finest ale afore you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. I ain't got the faintest to steal what you're going on about, officer. The lunch might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait o' Merlthor. That don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? What a nice guy. The Bateron, that is, not the officer. We'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, you see. They ain't got a clues behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Laminsons can be an headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time will grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye, welcome to Limsa, where the sea's as green as the faces will be patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Well, alright then. And complete. We should get like 800 experience or something like that. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. Taking your first steps as an adventurer in the city of Limsa. Swallow the wisdom of battle on 10 fingers and go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Yeah, we got, let's see, 800 XP right here on the left. It says plus 100%. Let's see. You learn Summon Carbuncle. Summons a Carbuncle to your side. Radiant Aegis. Orders Carbuncle to execute Radiant Aegis. Creates a barrier around self that absorbs damage totaling 20% of your maximum HP. Can only be executed while Carbuncle is summoned. Alright, pets. Now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to one pet now, but there will be opportunities to acquire many more. Cast a spell Summon from your hotbar to complete the Arcane Pact. Once your pet is summoned, a fixed hotbar known as the Pet Hotbar will appear in addition to your regular hotbars. The Pet Hotbar is a preset with all the pet commands currently available to you, freeing up your normal hotbars. The Guard command orders your pet to guard his master, refraining from attacking until you attack or are attacked. Steady command orders your pet to refrain from attacking until you specifically order him to do so. The Away command orders your pet to leave the battlefield. Pet orders and actions can also be set to your other hotbars by selecting them from the Pet tab under Orders in the Actions and Traits menu. Alright, well, main scenario quests. So this is what the main quests look like. This is basically saying, hey, this is the main story quest. It looks like looks like a fireball kind of thing. And then these are like other important kind of quests. So these unlock areas, flying, mount speed, class abilities, classes, stuff like that. So I would recommend doing these as well. Depending on what it will give you, it'll tell you in the rewards thing. So, alright, let's see. Actions and traits, orders. Away, heal, place, stay, guard, steady. Alright. Close to home. Right, then let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks. What'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte device, what can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is Marketplace. You'll find weapons, armor, and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district, what lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than you can say. Why is my coin purse so light? Have a word with Swazblate instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old octant and he'll treat you well. Well, last on me hopeful hints. I suggest you meet some fellow spellslingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks from your tome if you decide to join their crew. Murray at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lads? Seen them 3 tasks, so take you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go sending you off without telling you something crucial. Bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale any road. Any road, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor saws what look like they may need help. Your help, consider giving their tale a will listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninya over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say? Aye, you're like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man folk can trust, jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you have the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here and the wench. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them, what are just starting out in the profession, and that, my lad, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Give wave. Oh, yep, there's the nod. All right, there we go. Leave joining once. You must accept the quest making a name by speaking with Ninya. Ninya. Main menu. Alright, so this is talking about this area down here to the right. So if you select character, it opens up this window if you select the character button, or you can just press C and it'll automatically open that. And then you've also got the journal over here. Duty right here. Journal opens up your quest log. And then if you want to, you can come over here to the far right system. You can customize your HUD and all that. I recommend not worrying about that until you're used to the game. And then progress saves automatically, so you don't have to worry about saving or any functions like that. And it's just recommended that you log out or exit from, if you press escape, actually hold on, navigation. So yeah, so pressing M on your keyboard, bring up the map. You can see quests in the area you are. You can see the quests around you. So making a name, I'll do that in a moment. And you can also see right here, it shows your main quest. So if you click on that, it'll take you to the next area. And then it shows here, right here is where you need to go for the main quest. And then you can also, if you want to click specific things, like visit the Arcanist's Guild, it'll pull up the map where you need to go, and it will show you the area where it is. So again, read these green tooltips as well. So, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, or the episode, I should say, the first episode of getting through the tutorial, creating our characters, getting the quest set up, and all that. And I hope you will continue to watch. And I will see you all in the next video, or next episode, I should say. I'll see you all in the next episode, and I hope you all have a good one.